What's going on, my fellow nerdians? Tis I, the master of magnetism himself, Mike G, and with me is my cohort in crime. I like to think of this guy as more of a theatrical Clayface than a monster Clayface. He
Ooh.
is Wash. What's going on, sir?
Yo, what up? Happy Friday. Glad to be here. We're in the house. Skeleton crew who? Skeleton
Woo,
who?
woo.
Skeleton what? Is there new
Skeleton.
Star Wars on the horizon? Did I hear? Did I hear? Uh,
Maybe. We talking about it today. Just so you guys know, Tootie Odin is otherwise indisposed for this evening, but she may be popping in to say what's up at some point of the episode. So we'll keep an ear out for that. Before we get started on this nonsense, um, quick plug for GemWorks Fest this weekend, Saturday, Sunday in Irvine. Um, if you want to get a pair of these stylus glasses, we will be giving these out at the event. So if you want to get a pair of MOTN style shades, like we'll have a giant key. We're gonna have a kiosk. We're going to have a giant QR code. And if you El Monte, thank you Toots. El Monte just stabbed me right in the throat, and then twist the blade. Toots
be
here to save the
careful.
day.
She
I'm
may.
she lies. Multiple blades. El Monte, thank you. I don't want to send people out there. Where is the Gem Fest? MOTN lied. But yes, we're gonna be giving out these shades, giving out some other trinkets. All you have to do is like the channel and follow us, so you get some cool shades to wear around on a sunny day. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be food, festivities, music, wrestling, whatever you like. It's gonna be a little bit of everything there. Jamworks Fest, El Monte, Saturday, Sunday.
All
Get it
day?
all day.
All day. All day.
Toot,
You
Toots
heard it
was like,
there.
threatening me. I feel threatened with the baton. What am I
Well,
supposed
I
to do
gotta
now?
tell you, I like those shades, man. Those are some party shades. You know what I mean? When you come
Yeah,
walking in a room with those shades, they're like, it ain't no party like a,
MOTN party.
yeah.
Come in with some brewskis, Doug. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Nice little Hawaiian shirt. Oh, there
it-
she goes.
oh,
Okay.
oh
Oh,
yeah.
from the top rope. Here comes Tootie Odin.
Hi
Oh,
guys. How
What's
are you
going on,
guys?
I
Toots?
was like, morning.
Morning.
Zoom call, like,
My bad. I'm not going to stay long. I just want to say hi. Oh, see, I never know how to do the Streamlab camera. Oh, there
That's
I
okay.
am. Sweet, sweet. Anyway, I just want to say hi. Hi, Brian. I hope you had a wonderful week.
you as
I'm
well.
so
Like the
excited for the
lights.
lore. Right, dude. The week's been kind of weird and chaotic, but in a good way, not necessarily a bad way. So I'll enjoy it. Hi, Mikey.
Hey, how you doing? You
How
like
is
the
it that I
shades,
got to
man?
yell at you? I love the shades. I can't wait for Sunday. Oh my god, I got to yell at you, and it wasn't even on on the live yet. Like
That sounds
technology,
about
man.
right. That sounds about right. That's kind of our ebb and flow. So
That's
nothing new there.
wonderful. Yeah, thank you for plugging Gemwork. I'm so excited for the weekend. It's going to be awesome. Wish Brian was here for events like this because they're never anything to regret. Like there's never been a moment where it's like, oh man, why did I go? So I'm
Yeah,
excited for the weekend. So thank you.
California is better than 18 degrees, so I wish I was
Right
there
now,
too.
especially. Right now it's like it's a good like I don't know 54. So
Oh,
hang in
there
there,
you go.
Brian.
We'll do.
Hang in there. All right, guys. Well, I love you. I'll see you guys later, Mikey. I will talk to you later.
You got it.
Bye,
We'll
guys.
connect.
Have a good
Woo.
Thank
one.
you for dropping by,
Okay.
Toots.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Uh, uh, my Michael, could you
Michael, dog. Michael, Doug. Let's go. What's up?
Michael, could you explain the hat? I'm a little
Bruh.
confused. I may be a little old. My eyesight isn't quite as good as it used to be.
Okay.
What am I looking
It
at?
is this is the loudest hat I own. Okay, that's first of all.
All
It's the
right.
loudest hat I own. And it's red that matches the glasses, so that's where the thought process, that's the streamline. But the hat itself, I want to say is a throwback Oakland Athletics hat from
Oh,
way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But I really got it
okay.
because I like elephants and I like baseball. To quote our last live, So I got it for the color scheme, and I like elephants. So that's as far as my nerd brain has thought it through. I'm not. I'm not this. I'm not sports. I'm not Mr. Sports. Sports. Don't get us started on that shit.
I'm gonna make some digital images. Sports,
Sports.
sports.
We need a shirt that just has in quotes sports.
Yep, that's it. That's it,
that's
man. What are you
that's the
doing? Ah, sports.
sports
That's
question
funny.
mark. You know what I
Do you
mean?
got the Vader lit up back there, bro? Cause that looks dope.
Yeah,
That looks
dude,
dope, man. I kinda want it.
bro. Don't this. I've told you once before. Love you like a brother, bro. Do not step into this realm, dog. Do not
Oh
step into the
man,
realm. You're
you
bound to get caught.
you got the lights lit
It
up,
looks
the
fucking.
chest.
It's like Christmas, dog. I think it's
And
beautiful.
when you look at that stance, I'm trying to think. That
That is the Rogue One
is that
walk.
the Rogue One stance?
That's where I pulled it from. That's the Rogue One. He lights. He's in the dark. All you hear is the breathing, and he lights. He ignites the lightsaber,
There you
and
go.
everyone freaks out. You know what I mean?
Uh,
And yeah,
Wreck shop.
bro, I was like, because I had him in a different pose before, and I was like, I want. Because the cool thing about this figure is that you can do a damaged version and a clean version, and I've always had him set up for damaged. But I was like, I want a clean Vader for at least a little while. You know what I mean? I'm gonna repose it again before the end of the year, but nice, clean, just straight up and down, no fancy poses, just Vader being menacing, and it's a huge figure, dude. He's big.
Dude, it looks so good. I kind of want it.
Oh
I
man,
kind of want it. Go
I
ahead
gotta.
and plug that for us again. What exactly is that? A hot toy? Question
Yes,
mark.
this is a 1/6 scale, hot toy, Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader. It comes battle damaged, and it also comes clean. If anybody wants to shoot us an affiliate link, just let me know. I'll do that. We can just go ahead and get that going if you want. Please send us. Oh,
Awesome.
I got one thing I'd like to show the class.
All
It's
right.
kind of
I'm here for it.
like just real quick. I'm the type of person where every year I like to get myself at least one thing for Christmas, so I know I got something I want. You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody else does that.
100%.
You know what I mean? Just to make sure, right? So let me just show real quick. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but let's see.
Okay, hold on, wait. You can cut. Oh my
Christmas
god,
time, Christmas time.
bro, bro, are you blanking kidding me? That thing is awesome.
Bro. Just waiting in the wings. I'm gonna turn off my camera for a second because I jacked up my
Oh, your
focus.
camera? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, hold
Are
on. Let
you
me see
gonna
if
get
it's
a
it.
what type of stand or base are you going to do with the two
Bro.
of those to
I
put
gotta
them?
let me see if I can fix my camera. Um, I gonna have a
Dude,
for
it was the
as you
power of the force.
the power of the
Kenobi
force
just
backed it
came
up.
on, it was like, oh, yeah, there you go.
Beautiful. So
Don't
yeah,
do that
so
head thing again. That was creepy.
I had to make sure it worked, dog. You
Yeah,
know,
that
I had to
head
make
thing
sure.
was creepy, man.
I'm
You were like,
sorry, bro. I had to. I freaked you out, Doug. I'm sorry. So, what the plan is that you see where Vader's sitting? I'm going to move that out the way and put another display case there, and I'm going to have Vader one shelf, Obi-Wan the other shelf, so you'll be able to see them both lit up. This guy comes with a diorama base where he has the floating force rocks behind him. It's going to look epic, dog. Cannot wait. That's after Christmas.
that's
I'm not even going to touch it until like I have a couple of days to just roll up the
so.
sleeves. You know,
You have to build those. They don't come out of the package
no, they
like
come out the package.
ready made.
Yeah, they
Okay,
come out ready made. Some
okay,
do, some need a little futzing. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like like it comes with. You have to. What I usually do is I watch an episode or I watch a TV show, find a pose I like, and then try to replicate it using the
Yeah,
figure.
there you go.
So and it comes with like a ton of hands. It comes with a lot of accessories, things like that, to kind of make it yours. It comes with like a little jacket from the Obi-Wan show, Doug. It comes with like a little space gun. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with him, but he's going to be looking badass. So right next to Vader on another shelf. I don't know yet. We'll see. It's going to be fun.
Look, if I have to have a toy habit that is Star Wars, and trust me, ladies and gentlemen, my book and rewatching of Star Wars is more than enough of a habit to where it's literally eating days, months out of my life.
Out of my
Quite
life,
literally. It's like, what'd you do with like 8 months of your life? Ah, that all went to Star Wars, man. What do you mean
yep.
that went to Star Wars? Yeah, I was in that world. What do you mean? Like I was in that world. So I get it. But my point is I think I prefer that over a Lego Star Wars habit.
And here's the thing, like I want something, and this is like the reason the reason I started collecting these things is because when I was a kid, this is what I imagined my crappy '80s toys look like in my brain. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
The detail, the articulation.
the
You know what I mean?
GI Joe that was really that big, and you
It
were
had
like,
the
yeah.
rubber band belly, bro. You would snap it. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, that thing was alive. You know, Indians in the cupboards, the Indian in the cupboard style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I collect these because it's like the closest that I don't want it. You know, it's like I don't want it to look, and that's why I don't like 6 scale because they look like action figures. I want it to look like an actual person is standing there. You know what I mean? And the good ones can pull that off. You know what I mean?
Uh, yeah, now I know you're deep in this hot toy world, so we're just gonna dive deep in here since we're going live. And
Yes, yes, yes,
let me ask
yes,
you a question. So,
yes.
is
Sorry,
there some YouTube channels or things of this nature where people have made movies with the what? Because look, I'm thinking with yeah, you see what I mean? And if you're talented and have some time, so does that exist out there?
bro. There are some really talented cats. They mostly live in the trenches of Instagram and like TikTok, where they'll make like quick little 30-second, like 20-second skits of like Robert Pattinson Batman putting on the cowl and like jumping off of like a diorama with rain effects and shit, and it looks
That's
so insane. It's
awesome.
like it's all stop motion, bro.
That's
It looks
awesome.
badass,
Okay.
man.
All right, man.
Yes. Shout out to some if you're interested in 1/6 scale and just want to see what it's talking about, there's channels. Will Foxification is a great educational channel on that. Kiko collects, um Justin's collection, collecting weekly. These are all places I watch, and hopefully one day I'll find myself on on a panel one day if they will accept me. And so I can just talk shop and talk about this hobby that's just taking me by the throat, Doug. It's too
And I
much
gotta
fun.
I gotta give the disclaimer to the people. None of this was planned. You should go ahead and click subscribe because those names came off his head. This is live. Like we didn't plan any of this. So he just dropped 4 or 5 channels. I'm like, oh, okay. It's time to take a deep dive. Interesting.
Master of the Nerdiverse, Doug. I got my finger on the pulse, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is how we roll.
It is in the name, right? It is in
This
the name.
you, you can't put a label on a lifestyle, baby. You can't put a label on the lifestyle.
So let me transition then into the obvious topic of the week, which I have not broached, but you have, and go ahead and you can even drop a spoiler too. I'm not so spoiler heavy. It's one of the reasons I haven't watched it necessarily is I'm waiting to get maybe 3 or 4 of them together so I can really
Oh,
enjoy the show. Because, and before you start, I'm just going to say as a disclaimer, and you can explain time length thus far. But the Star Wars universe, Disney Disney universe, they really missed the mark with how they put out some of their shows. Like, and
hmm,
it's frustrating to me as a fan to walk into a 32, 36 minute episode of something and then have to wait a week to get that next question mark 43 minute, 23 minute. 18-minute. And then some shows, they're like, oh, well, we'll drop all of this all at once, and here you go. And so I find myself going, well, you don't want me to discriminate, but essentially what you're having me do is there's a portion of shows that are not necessarily up to par that come out once a week, and there's other properties that have dropped all in one time, Tails being one. That's absolutely fantastic because you get the entire encompassing thought behind it. So proceed, but you can speak to that. What do we got with Skeleton Crew?
And I just want to just have Trudy chime in. Agreed. When they have the side story episodes in between the cliffhanger, yeah, I'm watching a show called Day of the Jackal, which is really good. It's on I want to say Paramount Peacock, and it's been really riveting. And just to Skeleton Crews and to Brian's point, the last episode sucked because it was just a filler episode. It didn't push the plot. It was just like a backstory filler. And as much as I would like to learn more about our character, those side episodes and like filler episodes just drive me crazy. Maybe it's the anime nerd in me. You
And
know what I mean?
I don't want to, because look, we are all young enough, as we bring up this age thing a lot here. We are all young enough to remember, TGIF and remember the 30-minute episode. I guess our point, or at least my point, is it be consistent. Be consistent with it. If you're going to give it to me once a week, give me 30 minutes once a week, or give me 45 minutes once a week. You have me kind of schizophrenic, and it's like, dude, I'll just wait till four of them get together and then, yeah, I'll watch it.
You know what? You know what my thought is on that, Brian? I think they can't win for losing. You know what I mean? I think it's either feast or famine because on a business side, I think streaming shot themselves in the foot because they were sending out they were sending out an entire series in one night. And nerds like me would no life Daredevil and just watch it over a weekend. And
Ate it.
then it ate it up. It just Friday to Sunday, right? Just killed it. And then after that, I didn't click it ever again. You know what I mean? And the engagement dropped. You lose a longer investment of engagement. But at the other half of that, like you said, you may become disenchanted with having to wait every single Friday for a cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger. But it does build suspense, but it can drive people away. It can cause people to drop off. So
I
it's
I
hard.
don't
It's really
I
difficult.
don't look, and the Game of Thrones started the new 80s tradition of your 9 p.m. time slot for your show, or your early 2000 ABC Wednesday night 7 8 o'clock Lost, Alias, that type of thing, Thursday Night Friends. And again, pick one, pick one,
Yeah.
pick one, pick one, and I can live with it, because much about being a consumer is knowing what to expect about the product you're going to consume. Let's say you're 1/6 scales right there. Let's say one comes out at a 1/5 scale
Oh,
one time.
suck. Yeah. Boo. You know what's funny?
And
You say
so
that. Yeah, it's
go
like
on.
there's 1/3 scale, which are huge, and no 1/4 scale. I take that back. It's 1/4 scale, and they're huge, and they don't sell whatsoever. The audience, this audience doesn't want that. They want what they're used to. They don't want anything smaller or anything bigger. They want what they're used to. You know,
Yeah.
and I think, well, and to further your point, what was the last show you mentioned? Tales. What was the last show that was a Disney property that gave us all at one?
Um quick second. Hold on, because I am a Disney property consumer, so I was not quite ready for that. Um Disney
And
Plus property where they give us all once.
the last thing I can think of was some of the older stuff. Maybe the Tales because they were all 15 minutes long. Those were they pumped them out all at the same time because they're such short concepts. Those were like 50. What weren't those Tales? 15 minutes
Tail,
each,
uh, some of them might have been a little bit, 15
like
to
30
18 minutes.
minutes.
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah. Didn't we get what ifs dropped all at once?
I think so.
We
Like the
get
last,
what ifs dropped all at once. Um, I'm not sure if Hawkeye was dropped all at once. I thought it was.
I thought it was.
Um,
I mean, like
you know,
lately, like
oh,
late,
lately.
in a
Well,
sense,
you,
like once Disney kind of shut everything down and slowed down, which was like the last year or so.
which yes, and we don't have to get into all of that because that's a lot. But I understand your point. So lately, uh, all right, all right, I'll give you that. All right, I'll give you
Yeah, I'm just,
that.
and that's what I was thinking. Like, I think the entire
But
industry
the
stopped.
mouse will
Give
live forever.
the mouse will live 1,000 years. There's gonna be alien civilizations that think Mickey Mouse is a god, Doug, and there's
Like,
nothing and we'll be gone, so we can't argue against it, bro. We're just not gonna be around.
no,
Bro, so let's get into Skeleton Crew. I'm not gonna spoil anything because I know that was gonna be my first question. Did you watch it?
nope.
You know what I mean? It sounds like you haven't. So I'm not gonna spoil anything. And not to bury the lead, uh, it is more of a skeleton who than a skeleton crew to me. And it's like skeleton crew makes you think, okay, these are the people who aren't the front facers. These are the people who are working the overnight shift. The titular skeleton crew, right? So Toots hasn't seen it either. So not spoiling anything for anybody, but what my general feeling is that I'm always saying, let's make Star Wars everything. And that may seem real cringy, but I want horror in Star Wars. I want fantasy in Star Wars. I want romance in Star Wars. Star Wars is big enough to where it can literally do anything within the universe. Would you agree, Brian?
Yes, and generally in book form, they pretty much have. Yes.
Yeah. So when you tell me, okay, we're going to have a Amblin Entertainment presents Star Wars Kids Adventure, and I was kind of lukewarm on that. I'm not going to lie to you. That's not my demographic. I want,
Yeah.
I want lightsaber blades, and I want, espionage, and it's like, okay, but I want to, I want to understand why they felt so strongly about this to give it millions and millions of dollars to produce a show. So I was like, okay,
And not
how's,
and not
you
only
know,
produce the show, make it the last show of the year, make it the first show kind of before they branch into some of their movies, like with Star Wars. And thankfully, we are not in the whims of DC where canon has just been according to its boss. And hey, canon, don't expect that here, guys. Star
nah,
Wars loves their canon. So there is meaning to this being where it's coming out. Go on.
and you can feel it because it's a lot of money and a lot of writing and a lot of
Ooh.
thought into this. It's almost like, remember, remember. I don't want to get
Ooh,
you too
that
hyped.
makes me. You got me hyped because you understand that I have I love Ahsoka. I love them all. I love them all, but I've always said the costume design feels a little cheap. It feels a little thrift story
Not
to me. Are you
mm-mm.
telling me they put a budget towards this and
This.
we got some
I,
money?
this
Ooh,
feels more money injected than Kenobi did, in my opinion.
ooh.
You know why? Because there's variety. There's different alien races. There's different locales. There's in 2 episodes, mind you, and it feels like they're making a statement of how they want to continue with the Star Wars brand in these 2 episodes. Because you ever seen the menu, that kind of like slasher movie
No, not
with Ray
yet.
Fiennes?
Yes,
Okay,
no, I wanted to. Was it great? It looked great. As a
it's super
foodie, I
great.
was like, yeah,
I
I
want
probably
I,
will.
I want to give an example, but it would spoil the menu, and I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay,
I'm gonna
what I
watch
will
that.
say is that the writing is simply magnificent. The writing is it's simple. It's like making the perfect PB&J. You know what I mean? With the crust cut off, equal balance, peanut butter jelly. You take a bite, you're 5 years old again. You know what I mean? And not to overhype this series. It's just you
Oh,
automatically
too late. Too
yeah,
late. I'm already
yeah,
hyped. It's
yeah.
Saturday.
You're
Yeah, Star
automatic.
Wars.
I don't know any of these kids from Adam. I don't care about these. But what drew me in was their relationships automatically being built, and as well as the story around it. I texted you when I was watching it. I didn't mean to spoil. I thought you were watching too, but I was like, yeah, I have so many questions about everything but these children, everything but the main characters. I have so much because it's like, what is happening, right? And
Yeah, I'm hyped.
I don't go into it. I need you to watch this so
I'm
I can have
hyped.
someone to talk to. So because it's like,
Ow.
what exactly is where are where are we? You know what I mean? Where because it's kind of they drop some names and certain things, and I'm just
All
like,
right. Well,
I don't
all
know it
right.
because I'm not super deep in the lore. But next time we have this conversation, I fully plan for you to break my brain with some of this stuff.
I did not expect you to say any of the words in those sentences that you put them in come out of your mouth, if any
I'm
of
not gonna
that
front,
made
man.
sense. Like, dude,
I'm
I
kind of
am
locked.
stoked. It is now become the agenda for Saturday. Like, it is the agenda for
Please let
Saturday.
me know
Whatever was on it is, yeah.
if you like.
What are you
If you
doing,
can,
Star Wars?
if you can find it in your heart to enjoy films like Sandlot, to enjoy films like Stand by Me, like The
Love
Goonies.
Sandlot.
You know what I'm
I'd watch
saying? Like
Sandlot right now.
right now, right?
Right
If you
now.
can, if you can find it in your heart to accept that kind of oh hell yeah, toots with the hell yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I think you can suspend disbelief and put away your lightsaber and just enjoy the ride. I think it's one of those where it's like, oh, this is what we're doing. Oh, okay. Let's see where it goes. Let's see the hero's journey with these characters. And you automatically love them. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I don't have to know a lot about a lot, but I'm going to tell you something. Star Wars, you say hero's journey. I didn't thought a lot about Star Wars. And you know what Star Wars always does? Star Wars will rip your heart out in a blink of an eye.
What's
You'll be sitting there 1 minute, and next minute you're like, oh, what?
bruh. Django Boba watched his dad get decapitated in front of his face, dog. They don't care about kids. The
No.
kids, no kids are safe, dog. You know what
So,
I'm saying?
it,
Nobody's
yeah,
safe, dog.
no, no. In fact, there's always these memes going on about Star Wars being a kid show, and then there's something tragic or some terrible thing that they're talking about. And no joke, I was literally watching the like Resistance Star Wars show, and they literally just took out some fools. And it's like,
Bruh.
oh, you you realize this literally was wrote for children, and it's like, oh, this is Star Wars. We don't care.
Teenage Luke comes home to find his foster parents cooked alive, dog. Like, what are we
Cooked
talking
alive,
about?
bro. 1977
What
on
are we
screen
talking about?
like
On
bones.
screen. What are we talking about, dog? You know? And
Aunt
it,
Maru.
Aunt Maru. Nah, this shit not in effect, dog. Aunt Maru was freaking on barbecue baked beans over there, bro. Out of
That's
control. But
hilarious.
I recommend it. I think it's fun. I think as long as you're not nerding out too hard, you can find yourself to enjoy it. It's like I know you want to get to the freaking guns and all the good stuff, but just have a good time with it. And this is honestly what I want out of Star Wars. Give me I think that's the biggest strength it has that Marvel doesn't have is that Marvel has names. You have Spider-Man, you have Captain America, you have these big names, right? That are forever. But Star Wars can pluck a no-name character like Andor, like the Mandalorian, and for certain effects like Ahsoka, and make them household names. Marvel can do the same, like Wonder Man, and but I think it's easier to suspend disbelief in a Star Wars universe because you know it's so vast, and you're not waiting for Superman to show up or something or Luke
You're not,
Skywalker.
yeah. I mean, you're waiting on a Skywalker drop, but you're not. Or actually, you're waiting on a Jedi drop.
You're looking
That's
out
what
for
you're
a
waiting on.
Jedi
You know
drop.
what I mean? You're
Mhm.
waiting on a Jedi drop. You're not waiting on a name necessarily, but you are right. And I will go to far as say, like everything except for New X-Men. New X-Men was flawless. That shit was godlike.
I won't even. I am so upset about everything that happened with that X-Men series. I'm
Uh,
so upset. Not mind you, that series we talked about it. That series is for season one is perfection. Like you know what I mean? And just the way the behind the scenes stuff went with that, and you know it's not going to be the same because the front runner decided to lose his damn mind and be kind of a butt munch. It's like too bad, so sad. You're dad. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like womp womp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it sucks. But you just gotta we sally forth. You know what I mean?
We do. We do, and there will be a season two. You know that. So I will again do a quick transition since we're
Let's do it.
talking about all things that we've been dealing with this week. Back and hop in on this one a little bit. I am hyped for Skeleton Crew. You have taken over my Saturday, Disney. So here's the deal. Fallout 76. We're not going to get any lore. No lore. Let's call it a prep. Let's call it a season
Let's call it
Fallout
a
talk prep.
little appetizer.
But
Little
you
taste,
hopped into little
a
76,
little
huh?
taste. So let's talk about it, bro. First of all, this Wednesday coming up, MOTN lore, Fallout Vaults. It's gonna be myself, Wash, and Toots. We're all super excited to talk the show, talk about the lore of the vaults. It's gonna be insane. That being said, Brian, and just a quick backdrop. Brian has been playing 76 for a little while. He's been streaming it on his channel, Wash K. Please check him out. And he was like, Mike, this is kind of you need to get into this damn game. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Because a little back lore, you are like that is one of your favorite games of all time. Like you love Fallout. You
Fallout's
spent
like my
many
third
hours in Fallout.
thousands of hours trucking along
Yes.
in Fallout from 3 to New Vegas to 4. My biggest hole was 76 because all of the yaya that went down with the game when it first came out. People were saying
And
this
I
is not a
remember.
Fallout game, it's broken. Your standard Bethesda fare. And 6 years later, I'm stuck, dog. I literally texted Brian in the middle of the day. Why am I not playing 76? I'm
I
so
could
mad. I'm
not
mad about it.
I didn't want to ask, but I could not understand from the text whether or not you were upset that you weren't playing 76 or you were like, you know, damn, I could be playing 76 right now. Or if it was like, damn it, I am not playing Fallout 76 right now, and I should be because that game's awesome.
Yeah, it's like it was pretty much where my feelings was. I was stuck in a meeting that I had no that the meetings where you don't say anything, you're just kind of present. And I'm sitting there mad. I'm like, I could be playing Fallout 76 right now. That game, God damn, ugh, that
Let-
game.
uh, how many hours you got in, would you say? Because
Oof, I'm a baby,
I'm about 10 level. I think I'm level like 15, about 10, 11 hours in
bruh.
the
I'm
game.
like level 21.
Oh, you
So,
put in some
so I've been
time.
I've been playing, bro. You know how it's a problem. Um, so I've been playing some Fallout 76. It's absolutely free on Xbox Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, I love the feeling of turning on some tunes and just playing Fallout and walking around. It
Isn't that
is endor-
soundtrack fantastic?
it is endorphin firing soundtrack. Just takes you right back. You know what I mean? you know, chopping that meat with Pete. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
walking around getting into trouble, and it's such an addictive game flow where it's just like I'm going to do this. Oh, there is a unmarked house over here. Explore the house. This is a Brotherhood of Steel installation. Brotherhood of Steel stuff. I guess I'm not doing what I was on my way to do because F that. I'm hanging out with the Brotherhood of Steel. You know what I mean? Because I got to get my power armor right. You know what I mean? So you just totally derail. And it's so much fun. And it's so dangerous. And and we were talking about this during the week. I found the oops, you should not be here area of the
Yes.
map.
Oh,
And I got
okay.
and I got justly wrecked going like what neighborhood this is. you know, take your little
It,
level 20 self out of here.
yes, it was kind of like my experience with Starfield two weeks ago as I'm coming close to beating the game, and then I randomly go all the way to the right, and I get wrecked. I just drop in on something, and then I get wrecked, and I'm like, wait, what? a new dynamic. What? I'm getting beat?
Bro, I literally Fallout all day. Can't wait. Purple face crying. Let's get it. We're gonna kill it. Toots, I'm too excited. Fallout 76 is a Fallout game in
It
every sense
is.
of the word. And what's beautiful about it is Fallout, any Bethesda and CD Project Red, anything they make, let it cook for like 5 years, then touch it. This is a pro tip for every single nerd out there within the sound of my damn voice. Any project from Bethesda or CD Project Red, you let them cook for like 5 to 6 years. Let it go. I don't care how hype you are. Let it go. I promise you, you will have a better experience than riding the bumps and riding the waves of them, you know, thumbing themselves in the eye throughout the entire launch cycle. I promise you. Because this game is polished. There's new content. The game hasn't crashed once. It's been running
Oh
like a
no.
charm. It feels
No.
good to
I
play. It
haven't
feels good.
I haven't I haven't experienced any type of technical issues whatsoever in it. And I will go as far to say I am I and this is how come I was just like Mike, you have to play this game because I was so shocked. I was shocked that I was literally dropped into a polished Fallout
Fallout
experience that
experience.
I had not known. I don't know where zombies are. I don't know what they expect. I don't know what's in any corner. I don't know anything. And I started walking around and it took me about 4 hours. And I'm like, this game is clean, man.
Clean,
The
bro.
movement, the sound, the graphics. The only question I have is AI strength, but you just answered it for me. So I'm still in a weaker area doing weaker type stuff. But the crafting component that they have,
It's
I have a
totally,
feeling
it's completely
I,
optional.
that it
Optional.
but it looks like something you want to do.
At some point, right? Like,
Well,
remember when tried to become a kingpin in Starfield, and I went down that rabbit hole where
yes,
I
yes.
had to
An
remember.
industrial kingpin
Yes,
shipping and moving all across the galaxy. What's that game? Star Trucker? That was Mike.
yeah, that
Mike
was
was
me.
the original Star Trucker, man. He's like, take some of my lithium and I will transfer it over for
To you
3,000 credits.
in
Don't
2 to 3
worry if it
business days,
spends
dog.
me 5 hours to figure out how to build up the damn export so that it actually
Bro,
happens.
I had to
It was like
seize
a
the means of
job.
production, dog. I had to seize the means of production, dog. I had to. I kind of lost my mind there, and I had to pull back. Like I could see myself building a turbo mansion, and the cool thing about this game is that you're not on an island. You come across other people's camps, and these dudes have mansions, bro. Like this,
I haven't
I
seen that
was
yet.
I was walking across and I was cresting a hill, like a mountain, and a guy built a camp into an incline. And it literally looked like Tony Stark's house in Iron Man. It was this huge outlay into the water with it's like a spot for his power armors and a spot where you can if you would you like a soda? Would you like something to drink? Just stop by, rest here. You know what I mean? It's tough out there. You know what I mean? So I kind of gassed up and kept about my way, man.
Do you know if they are carrying missions? If I'm yelling, I'm very sorry. I have no idea
No,
why
you're
I'm
good.
yelling.
No, you're fine.
You
We're
know,
hyped, dog. Let's go. I'm yelling.
yeah.
Mhm.
Ever since Star Wars, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. I swear to God, I'm thinking about it right now,
I
but I'm not
swear, me
going
mom. Swear, me mom.
Do you know if the other players carry missions, like individual missions? Because it seems as though you
I
can
don't
set
know.
yourself up as a shop if you want to and become, the industrial kingpin, and you're sitting there selling people, you know, Fallout gear. I don't know
I
why that's
think
your experience, but people
I
do it.
think you could do trading. I don't know. I haven't engaged with other
Okay.
people yet. That's another thing I love about this game is that if you just want to solo dolo, you super can. And I even unlocked my first ally, or I remember companion, as it were. and I was like, I unlocked my first companion that is going to be following me around in the wasteland. You know what I mean? And I was like,
I
it was
got a
hard. It was
guy.
tough. Yeah,
Do you have a companion or a guy at your camp?
I have a ally at my camp that I'm still doing their side mission for. And I kind of
Okay.
paused it to do other stuff. They're not
Okay.
following me around yet, uh, but unlocking the ally was tough. I was getting my ass beat. I was like, it would be nice if Brian could just say, "Hey, Brian, help." And I don't know if you could do this. Like, "Hey, Brian, help me with this mission. Jump on,
You
help me with this
can.
mission real quick."
Because
That's
as I
cool.
was streaming, one of my guests, believe Thor 15, was like, "Yo,
Nice.
bro, let me hop in there." And I was like, he's like, "I'll help you out." And I was like, "No, man, I'm just kind of going through it for the stream, just to get a feel of, if it's worth playing." And yes, it's worth playing. If
Playing
you're a Fallout fan and you're like, I'd like to play a Fallout game," and yeah, play Fallout 76.
this scratches such an itch that I hate to say it, Starfield failed to
Starfield,
do.
you
And
wanted it to, so it's so good, but it's not.
you know what
It's
it
not
is?
Skyrim and Fallout.
You know what it is? It's because the planets are so small on Starfield. You don't feel the grand adventure that you feel in Fallout. To me,
But you have
but
all of space.
but but like I don't know why, but the wasteland feels bigger than what I was offered in because you go to a planet in Starfield and you'll have maybe one or two objectives and a bunch of like you said AI generated areas. Every metric every metric area in Fallout, you will run into a side quest. You will run into an event. You will run into a raid, and you trip over them. There's so many, and it's like I am. Like, you told me, it was like I am a glut with choice, and it's like it's constantly pulling you in every single damn direction, and you're just kind of like, ooh, do I stay s- head fast or do I, do, and that's the Fallout way. That's just how those games are played.
And that is the one real issue I have with Starfield as a game. And I was discussing this is that all absolutely nothing in that game feels like it matters in any way, shape, or form.
I can understand your sentiment there. There are certain side quests, I would say, in Starfield that you can kind of feel the weight of a decision. A lot of the terramorph stuff was really interesting in deciding the fate of that. The Crimson Dawn stuff felt inconsequential because they're just dirtbags. One less dirtbag squadron
The
out there.
miscellaneous mission feel inconsequential, but I had a miscellaneous mission in Fallout 76, and I wound up getting some strange ally, and now I need to cruise literally to a place that I have no intention of going at my level. They're like, "Oh, just go get this over there," and I looked at the map and I was like, "I'm not going there."
Hey,
I'm like,
how bad do you want that ally, bro?
I'm not going
I'm not level for this. I have
there.
2 stim packs and I'm broke as a
It,
joke.
it's
I
not
can't,
happening, man.
not
There's your
happening
items
right
gonna sit
now.
there.
So I was like, I'm just gonna do this Brotherhood of Steel stuff because I know at least they'll pay me well, and let me stack my chips a little bit and maybe come out of it with a power armor. Then I'll go back to the main mission and do whatever the hell the overseer wants me to do.
I did come across a power armor, like just walking randomly in the backfield somewhere, and I was like,
Me
"What's
too.
this?" And I was like, "Oh, this is power armor."
It's garbage though. It's like you're so when you're low level, it's absolute garbage. You might as well not even wear it.
And I guess this is my question because I'm not sure. I missed the the what's it called, the textile feeling of the Fallout armor in Fallout 4. You don't
Mhm.
really feel that in 76 when you put it on because it's just something you're kind of carrying. It almost is like a skin. And so I'm wondering, does it get better?
It's got to, right? Like I put on power armor. It said take off the cool bits because you're just not level for it yet. You don't have power armor training. You don't know what you're doing. So at first you're walking around in a skeleton. the exo armor,
Mm-hmm.
and you walking slower, you're lumbering, the whole HUD changes like an Iron Man. You kind of feel it, but it's like I haven't earned this yet, so I'm just going to take it off. It doesn't even feel good to wear, and I don't have access to the power source it requires. So I'm gonna run. It's like borrowing your mom's car. It's like you're not putting no gas money in it. You know what I mean?
Uh, I,
You're only gonna have it
I,
for like a split second.
I found the power core, but I didn't want to take it because I was afraid people were about to start shooting at me, and
Yeah, they
I
get
was like,
mad. Yeah, they
I
get
was like,
mad, dog. I've low key stolen a couple power sources
yeah, no,
and just got the hell up out of there. They weren't happy, Doug.
yeah, all
They were
right.
kind of
That's
tight.
kind of what I thought. I was like, I don't feel like dying right now because you
You
don't know when
know,
the game saves, which is kind of that
nah.
that and the day night cycle are my only two real complaints. But other than that, super polished game.
I did that mission that you were talking about, and I had a couple of stealth boys on me, and then let's just say I got in and out of there no problem, Doug.
There you
Just
go.
slowly but surely. But yeah, really hype to keep playing that and to be able to fold that into our discussion on Wednesday for
All
our Wednesday
right,
show.
Wednesday, Fallout lore. Looking forward to it. Good
S-
times.
Good times, Doug. How was your week, man?
Good week, man. It's it's over now. I'm glad of that. That's for certain. That first week after Thanksgiving, you just feel full until like Wednesday. You're like bloated. You're like everything's slow and taking a long time. All you want to do is kind of take a nap. So I'm kind of glad all that's over.
I'm sluggish off turkey meat. I'm
Yeah,
sluggish.
seriously.
I can't move. Yeah, man, this week was kind of rough, but
Look, I was watching ESPN, and I'm not saying this, I'm a bigger guy, but some of those football players, man, their coats were a little bit tighter this week when they were sitting at the desk. You saw it, you could see it, and you're like, uh-huh,
uh-huh.
uh
Behold the God who
because
bleeds.
I
you
know
know.
how I felt on Monday morning. And so I'm looking at ESPN and I'm looking at a couple of dudes and I'm like, yeah, you guys kind of look like I do. Like you're like kind of bloated and like, oh
Yeah.
damn, it's hard to sit up right
Uh, am I not human? If you cut me, do I not bleed, Doug?
now. So
Them dudes
anyway,
load,
yeah,
those big dudes loaded up, Doug.
load it up. So
Bro. Yeah. Watching. What am I watching? Watching. I mentioned Day of the Jackal. I'm watching that, and there's a show called The Agency. I'm really into like spy espionage stuff lately, Doug. That's like my new
good. Go
shit
back
right now.
into 1997 and hit Alias, best show of all time. I
Oh man,
said
I'm
it.
old
You
school
want to
alias.
fight me on it?
Fight
I'll
them.
fight you. Yeah,
Fight
to
them.
bring it.
Fucking
Alias,
fight
Jennifer Gardner,
'em. Fight them. Do it.
Bradley Cooper. Before he was Bradley Cooper, he was
Bradley
poor Bradley
Coops.
Cooper.
Are you? Is anything coming out for the remainder of this month that you're excited about?
Yes, actually, I have a couple of things I need to watch. Creature Commandos drop, bro.
Ooh, I gotta watch that too. I'm kind of
Yeah,
spoiled on
that's
everything because I
that's.
hate social
Oh, you
media, dude.
did.
I got
How'd
spoiled
you
on
get
mad shit
spoiled on it already?
because these
I haven't even been
assholes just
spoiled
post
on
shit.
Skeleton Crew, man. I
These people regurgitate clips, dog. They can't help themselves, bro.
dag. I'm
And
sorry. That
it is what
sucks.
it is. I'm still watching it tonight because that's what's on. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, there's a couple of shows on HBO Max that I was thinking about, but Creature Commandos is one. Damn it, nothing is signed in. I'm not signed into anything automatically. Um, there's another show. HBO Max shows. Damn
Max
it.
shows. Uh,
How about
well,
you? Oh,
definitely.
tomorrow we got Indiana Jones. Sunday, Indiana Jones drops on Xbox Game Pass stream.
Ooh, I may have to down.
Yeah.
Um, that brings me up to something. Are you going to touch Marvel Rivals?
Actually, I meant to ask you if you had been touching. Wait, what the hell is Marvel Rivals? Can you please? Because I don't know. I see
You want me to break it
commercials.
down?
Yes. What is it?
Overwatch.
Why is it?
Overwatch.
Is it on PC
Overwatch. Yes, it's on everything. It's free. They're really going for the
and it's
throat.
free?
Yep. All
Is
characters
it
unlocked.
good?
Let's go. Apparently,
Is it good like what's the other streaming game that was on PlayStation with Shaggy and whatnot?
Shaggy,
Shaggy, we played it for a minute. You know what I
Braggy.
mean? Shaggy, Batman, the All Star game, the
Oh,
Bash.
multiverses.
Yeah, yeah. Is it good like Multiverse is good, or is it like better than Multiverse is good?
It's I haven't touched it, so this is all hearsay and conjecture.
Oh,
But apparently, it's like first 6 months of Overwatch good, like
oh,
industry defining good. Apparently, through all the beta testing, it's really smoothed out. You can play as all your favorite characters from Wolverine to Spider Man to Storm to Hela to Loki to whoever. And
I
apparently,
saw the Wolverine drop today.
they injected the money, Doug. So they're not messing around. So apparently, it's goaded. And you know what's crazy? It's free. It's free. It's
That
free 99, and that's going to draw a lot of people in, bro.
I mean, free draws me in. I mean, Marvel free. I mean, why not? Okay, so we got Disney, we got Marvel. What if still coming out? We have
Man,
Hulu. I haven't seen Alien yet. That just dropped. I was
Alien Earth comes out, right? Doesn't Alien Earth drop?
Alien Earth.
Yeah, that's gonna be tight.
Uh, yeah, so there's actually three or four Dexter drops this month.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's more than let's put it this way. I was actually thinking about this the other day with Indiana Jones and playing Fallout 76 and just trying to get the schedule. It's like, damn, there's quite a bit hitting in December where we don't normally get. Normally a November rush. Normally December we get a Christmas movie and go about your life. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But we got games dropping, we got everything dropping. Oh,
Speaking of
new Lincoln
Christmas,
Park dropping.
yeah, man. What do you think? Are you feeling the new Linkin Park?
Yeah,
Have you heard any
that
songs from it?
I was just listening to a couple of songs before the stream, and you know what?
Not bad,
Not
right?
bad. Not
Not bad,
bad.
right?
Hey,
I
dude,
mean,
I
what do
used
you?
to jam out the Lincoln. Loved it.
Same here, man.
R.I.P. Chester.
Hybrid Theory, Meteora, dog. Don't get me
Dude,
started. Remember the Reanimation album where it was all like remixed versions of the Hybrid Theory.
100%.
Oh, so good.
100%.
So with the
It,
anime cover, dog. Oh, sick.
that was back with Emo Brian, and I'm still Emo Brian, but, I just don't listen to loud music because, man,
That
I'm
was
old.
that was back in the day where I would get rides in my buddy's NSX, dog, and we thought we were so fucking accurate NXS. We thought we were so cool, dog. Bumping Lincoln Park and going to we were such nerds, dog.
What
Nobody
was your first
cared,
rock
bro.
concert?
First rock concert was um Blink at the Whiskey. I saw Blink at the
Blink at the
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yep. Whiskey a go go. After that,
Yep.
I saw the Wake Up Show. I went to a Wake Up Show once. That was fun. You know what I
Best
mean?
concert.
Best concert. I wasn't much of a concert guy. But the best concert was I went to go see Weezer when I was younger. Weezer was a
Oh,
really good
Weezer.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
dude,
love
I
me
used
some
to listen to
Weezer.
some Weezer.
Plink
Yeah, I used to listen to
Plinkverton,
Weezer.
dog. Say it ain't so, bro. Say it ain't so, dog. What was I gonna say? I was gonna mention speaking of Christmas movies, I'm interested to see Nosferatu. That's coming
Ooh,
out.
another one.
Yeah, by the guy who directed the Vavitch. You know what I
Getting
mean?
great reviews too.
I cannot wait. I'm hyped.
I mean, we're gonna enter the vampire era again. I mean, it's been a while since we were
You
in the
know,
vampire, like 10, 15 years. So it's about time that train wraps back around,
you know
isn't
how
it?
it goes, man. It was like waiting for the bus. He just missed the bus. You gotta wait a little while, but it's gonna circle back. Just give it a minute.
Come
Another bus
back.
will come.
It-
That's just how the cookie
it-
crumbles.
from the trailer, it looks like they went anti-Twilight on this go
Thank
round.
God,
So
man. The best
maybe
vampires are always, otherworldly kind of ethereal creatures. Not,
freaking
you know,
vampires.
it's either Blade or it's Bram Stoker's Dracula, and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? That's my vampire barometer. It's either bright, goofy looking Blade vampires are its freaking red suit, big giant hair. You know what I'm saying? Like Gary Oldman bullshit.
Transylvania, yeah, absolutely.
Transylvania and
With
it's
the old school red, white, and
with the
black
red
evening.
super. I I never drink wine. You know that bullshit and everything in between. You know,
Have you ever read the book Bram Stoker
when I was a
Dracula?
kid, yeah,
Fantastic freaking
yeah,
book, man.
I read Dracula. I read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. All that good stuff, Doug.
Ooh, hold on. Another
Hmm.
shout out that's coming up that I have coming up. I know I'm really bad at this. But first, support your local library. So if you don't have
Do it.
a library card, go to your
Please get
local
one.
library,
It's good to
say
have.
hello to the people, fill out your information, and support your local library. Second, go to Libby app and put in your information. You're gonna have access to thousands and thousands of books, DVDs, audiobooks, free. It's awesome. Anyway,
Free 99.
Star Wars new The Glass Abyss Mace Windu book should be in my
Ooh.
inbox in the coming days. So we're stoked. I don't even know what the hell's going on in this book. I don't know why we're dropping. Why are we dropping a Mace Windu book and Skeleton Crew at the same time? What is this about? I don't know, but
Conspiracies.
it- it's not
Conspiracies.
inconsequential. I'm going to tell you that much. There's a reason it happened.
I will tell you, 2025, Disney's coming for some throats. 2025 is going to be a big Disney year. They don't like competition, and Superman is down the street, dude. Warner Brothers, I think Superman is down the street, Doug. So I think there's a lot of stuff that we don't know. D23 is not what it used to be. It's kind of a bust, but I think there's some secrets that secret launches that are going to blow our minds, bro.
My boy, who's the producer for Star Wars? Dave Filoni. I shouldn't have to look that up. Thank you very much. Shout out Dave Filoni. I will take a job if you would like to give me one. At any rate, he announced that he has another project that's going to be lined up and announced or start filming in 2025, late, that we don't know the answer to.
Yeah.
So we have Star Wars Celebration in Japan in April. So
April.
I know everybody's holding back because Star Wars we didn't have one last year, so it should be a good year for Star Wars. Skeleton Crew is out. Yep,
Shout outs,
we
Brennan.
hit it.
Shout outs, Mike Prime. We're listening. Thank you for coming through. Before we and with that, any last thoughts before we start closing this bad boy out, Doug?
Any last thoughts? No, man, I gotta tell you, I came into tonight not that hype for Skeleton Crew, thinking tomorrow, because I do have to finish watching Fallout. That's something else I have to do. I have 3 episodes left. Gotta be honest, hit kind of a rough spot, and it's hard to push through. At any rate, but yeah, I'm gonna fire up those 3 episodes, and then I'm gonna put Skeleton Crew on the back end of that, man, and call it a Saturday.
Sounds like a plan to me. Yeah, I definitely want to dive into some 76. Got some straightening to do. Definitely got Gemworks Fest this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. In Monty, don't cut me, please. Um, and that's I'm gonna have a pretty eventful weekend. So, with that, before I go into spills, I want to say a huge shout out and my thoughts and prayers go to my cousin Andre. He had passed this week, and Andre was was one of my cousins that really got me into this nerd stuff. He was the cool cousin from out of town that was showed me anime. He was the cousin that had me watch Ninja Scroll and you know what I'm saying, and Kashan and Street Fighter the animated movie, and he used to draw just like me, and we would talk comics, and he had a treasure trunk full of video games and comic books, and he was just really influential in my full well-rounded masters of the nerdiverse kind of lore. So I wanted to give my love and thoughts and prayers to my family, to Andre up there, probably watching anime in heaven. I really would think miss you, bro, and Yeah, I'm still kind of hurt. That's still too soon, but I wanted to give him shout outs as this is a nerd channel. He is kind of my nerd crux. So, um, love you, bro. Thank you so much. With that, not too serious out too much. What's coming up on the channel? Wednesday, as we mentioned, we are doing our MOTN lore of Fallout Vaults. Hey. Sorry, I had to do that. Thank you, Brandon, for the hey. Give me a reason to do that. It's Fat Albert. Um, MOTN lore this Wednesday. Watch it or I'll fight you. It's going to be dope. Brian, Wash, Tootie, Odin, Mike G, Rain, Rain, Purple Storm. What's that stuff called?
Rain. Damn it.
I know you
Hold
have
on.
one. I
Stop.
know you
I
have one.
got one. Rainstorm. Clean energy.
Clean
This is
energy.
Valencian orange, even though I
Valencian,
can't say the name. Valencian orange.
Valencian orange.
Now this
Valen-
upsets me. On my
okay.
fantasy team, they just told me a person is out. The game has just started. I cannot substitute. The game literally started and I get a text that says player is out. That
Bastards.
is not Raid
That's not fair.
Storm, clean
Word
energy.
for clean energy. Raid storm. Of course, just drink and your brain explodes and comes back together. And now
Zero
you're Doctor
sugar.
Zero Sugar. And now you're Dr. Manhattan and can see all realities, dog. That's what it drink it and that will happen. We promise. Of course, MOTN live every Friday night at 6. We're here. We're chopping it up. We're chopping it up with you, chat. So please come through. And last plug for Gem Works Fest. I said it at the beginning of my plug, saying at the end, please come through. Get yourself a pair of MOTN shades. You will look cool and you can be the life of the party. Already. Um, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe wherever you hear the sound of our voice. Let us know what you think about the Skeleton Crew. Am I off base? Is it Garbaggio? Is it a 2-pack ass? Let
I'll
me
let you
know.
know.
Brian gonna let me know.
I'll let you know.
If Brian's gonna do anything, he's gonna let me know. And I
I'm gonna
can't wait.
call Mike drunk at
Mike,
9 o'clock
Mike,
tomorrow night. Hey man, do you know that this ties in the 25 ABY?
that's crazy. And I'm gonna sit there and sleep, dog. What the fuck, like, bro? I'm like elbow deep in chili cheese fries, bro. You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
have your support friend. You know what I mean? So whatever
This
your
is why we're
thing is, you
here.
gotta have a support friend that you can
You
just
know,
go ahead. That's the point of the
I am
Nerdiverse.
on
So
your side
there you go.
forevermore. That's what friends are for. With
That's
that,
what friends are
friends are
for.
all the good times and the bad times. Copyright. They're knocking on old Gil's door. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Everyone who stopped by the show tonight. This will be on YouTube archived, so please rewatch it. Light us up. We're going to do a short of this. I'm sure we have some good content we can short out for this. It's going to be hilarious. And just want to thank everybody for coming through. Until next time, I've of course been your host, Mike G. Brian, any final words before we close out?
Nope, that's it. Lock them up. Enjoy your weekends.
Enjoy your weekends. Lock them up. Lock them up. Be safe out there. Nerdiverse out. Out.